Hey everybody, I am back with the video I promised using the alcohol lift ink. I have several cards to share with you, so this video will be a little longer than usual. So if you want to pause it and go grab a drink or a snack, now's your chance. So I am going to start off by creating this fun birthday card. I created a really fun, colorful background using lots of different alcohol inks and the new heavy Yupo paper. And all of the supplies will be listed down below, so if you're wondering what I'm using, you can always find it in the description box below. Also, scrapbook.com has given me a coupon code for you guys to use. It is 10% off your order from July 26th through July 30th. Like I said, it's 10% off, so be sure to take advantage of that, especially if you want to get your hands on the alcohol lift ink and some of the products that I'm using today. The coupon code is Tiffany10, so be sure to take advantage of that if you are wanting to place an order in the next few days. So I added the colors to the Yupo paper, and then I added some of the blending solution. So I like to use some of the blending solution on the color and then a little bit below where the color is. That way it will blend out, and I was hoping that it would go all the way down the page, but it didn't. So I am going to be going back in and adding a little bit more color to the bottom of the page. That way I'm not wasting any of the Yupo paper, because the Yupo paper is quite expensive. So I definitely want to get the most out of it. And I was hoping at this point that it would kind of blend down if I added a little bit more of the blending solution, but it didn't turn out that way. So I'll just go in with, I think, a little bit of red, which is, I know, cranberry color, and the orange is orange Bellini, I believe, and then the blue is Stream, and then the purple is Eggplant. So those are the colors that I chose to add to the bottom of the page. And then I'll add a little bit more of the blending solution, and then I'll go back in with the heat tool and kind of help that color blend out and kind of spread around and do its thing. And I'm not shy in getting my hands inky or dirty. If you don't like your hands dirty, then you definitely want to use some gloves. And if you are worried about your work surface getting messed up, you definitely want to add like some plastic down or something. I like to work on some watercolor paper. That way it kind of absorbs a lot of that ink, and I've never had it stain any of my surface. And if you have a non-porous surface, you can use some alcohol or hand sanitizer to clean it up. So that's really simple if you get it anywhere on your desk or anything. So I'm going to be using a Ranger stamp set, and it is from the Letter It collection. And like I said, all of the supplies will be listed down below. So I'm taking the lift ink and generously adding it to the stamp, and I don't think you need to add this much, but I definitely wanted to make sure that I was getting enough on there so that it would lift up that ink. I did try a few times different stamps on other backgrounds, and I think it didn't work that well because it had some of the mixative, and I just found out today that it won't lift up the mixative. So that's a tip if you are wondering. So as I was chatting away, you saw that I used the ink that was lifted from the alcohol background, and I stamped it on just regular cardstock, even though I wasn't really planning on using it. I mean, the ink is there, you might as well use it and take advantage of it, even if you don't have plans for it right away. So what you want to do after that is you take a paper towel, and you could see me dabbing up all of that excess ink. And then you can wipe away a lot of the extra ink and the alcohol ink as well. And you could see that the stamped image really stands out. I'm going to take the same It's Your Birthday stamps and ink it up again with the alcohol lift ink, and stamp it on the bottom. And what I do is I lightly put the stamp block onto the Yupo paper, because if you're not careful, it can slide around a bit and smudge your image, and that's not fun. So after I lift it up, I quickly stamp it on some regular cardstock. Again, I didn't really have plans to do this many cards, but it was just too much fun, and I had too much fun playing with it and creating different techniques and trying different things out, and it was a lot of fun to play with. So I set that aside, and then now I'm going back in with the paper towel and just kind of dabbing off some of that ink. And you could see I'm changing the paper towel so that it's a clean area, or else the ink will smudge your background. And if you wipe off the ink too soon, like I'm doing now, it will just kind of blend out, and it won't be as crisp of an image as you might like. And I've definitely done that. So you want to take your time and kind of lift up a little bit of that ink first, and then kind of wipe off some of the excess. So I'm going in with my Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cut machine and a Avery L wonky stitched die to create a fun little border for my sentiment. And I really like the rainbow for a birthday card. I am now taking some Umbrella Crafts circle dies, nested circle dies, and running it through my die cut machine to emboss them onto the card panel. That way it just gives the card some just extra texture and interest. Instead of just a white panel and then my sentiment, which is super colorful, I felt it needed a little bit more something in the background. So I had some of the Avery L liquid watercolors on my desk, so I figured that I would use them to add some colorful splatters to the background and to the panel that I embossed with the nested circles. And the Umbrella Crafts nested circle dies are exclusive to scrapbook.com, so be sure to check them out if you head on over there. So again, I'm just adding a little bit of splatters, and I'll have all of the supplies listed down below. I just used a few colors on the card panel. So I added some foam to the alcohol ink background panel, and then I added some of the scrapbook.com adhesive and just put my card together, and here it is. So really fun, simple card. And here is the next card. This one I used a die. It is a Spellbinders die, and I inked it up and ran it through my Spellbinders machine, and I honestly was hoping for more of a wow factor, but it is still a really cool technique. I think I'm going to try to use different dies and see if they have a different end result. So I had another colorful background using, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple, just a rainbow background. And I am going to, again, take that Spellbinders die and add the lift ink to it. And then I'm going to run it through my Spellbinders Platinum 6 machine using the embossing sandwich. So that is going to be the platform, then the die cut side up, then the paper, then the tan embossing mat, and then the embossing plate. And then I'll just run that through once, and then you could see that it is going to emboss that. And I'm going to use a paper towel, and I sped this up quite a bit only because it took quite a long time, because I had to kind of run my finger in the embossed areas to get that ink up and remove some of that alcohol ink. And it took quite a while to do this, and I did run my fingernail into the grooves of the stars and kind of had to go over a few different times to remove some of that alcohol ink. In the end, it didn't give the result I was hoping for, but as you could see, it definitely did lift some of that ink up where I had put it onto the embossing or the die cut. And I definitely will be doing this again with different dies to see if it has a different result and if it lifts up some of that ink a little bit more. It's still a really cool technique to do and just something different to try. I'm still using that same Ranger stamp set, just a different sentiment. So this one says happy birthday, and I stamp it on to a different background, and then I'll lift up that ink and then stamp it on to just some regular cardstock. So I'm just going to cut it down to add it to the card panel, and I did add some foam and then some scrapbook.com adhesive. This is the big mama roll, and it's probably going to last me a long time, and it's really sticky and it works really, really well. So if you are looking for a good adhesive, I definitely recommend the scrapbook.com adhesives. They have different widths and they have 8x10 sheets and just all kinds of different ones. So be sure to check those out. So I really wanted the alcohol background to stand out and be more of the focal point. So I just added the strip of the happy birthday in the center of the card panel there. And then I'm going to add it to the card base, and I felt the card needed a little bit more texture, so I'm going to add some Ulta New enamel dots, and I'll add some yellow to the yellow and green to the green. I add pink to the red, I think, but pretty much sticking with the same colors, and I really like how it turned out. And then I'm going to add some white splatters to the card. I struggled with wondering what I should use, and then I thought I'll give the white Mixative a try, and it was a little bit sticky, but as you could see, it really gives the card a really cool effect and just something different. All right, so the next card is another simple one. This is one that I already had the background done, and as you could see, I did use some of the gold Mixative, and it didn't lift up the gold Mixative, but I think it really gives the background a really cool effect. All right, so this is the stamped sentiment that I stamped out after I lifted the alcohol ink from the first card, if that makes sense. So in the first card, I lifted up the It's Your Birthday from the alcohol background, and then I stamped it on some regular cardstock, and then I took one of the nested circles and die cut it out just to create a different look for my card, and I'm adding some of the Avriel watercolors just to give it a little bit more color. The stamp that I used on the alcohol background to lift up the ink is from Ulta New. It's a really cool background stamp. And then I'm going to add some white splatters with the Snow Cap Mixative. And yeah, this card came together really quick, and I added some enamel dots, and that was it. So really simple card, and I really like the background to that card. Here is the next card, which is probably one of my favorites. The background for this card was already done. I have a pile of alcohol backgrounds that I have been creating the last few weeks, so I just kind of flipped through and chose ones that I liked. And this is another card that I created, and this is the ink that was lifted up from the alcohol background, and I just stamped it onto some regular cardstock. I didn't have any plans to use it in this video, but I am glad that I decided to stamp it onto some cardstock because I created a really simple, nice card with it. So this is just a floral stamp, and I ink it up with the lift ink, and then I'll stamp it onto that alcohol inked background, and you can see here that I'm stamping it onto just some regular cardstock to transfer that ink, and really cool effect. And then I am going to take a paper towel again, and you could kind of see the image starting to show, but when you start blotting up some of that ink and you know, kind of wiping off the alcohol ink and then the lift ink, it really shows, and it's really cool. So I really like this color combination. It's probably one of my favorites, and I just really like the floral image and just how the whole card came together. It's super simple. Now I'm going to trim this down so it can fit on my card panel or my card base, and I'm using a Tonic Studios trimmer. This is really nice trimmer to have handy when I'm doing cards, especially because I'm mostly trimming little pieces of paper and my big trimmer. Not that it's really far away or anything, but this is just really nice to have next to me, so I can make some really fast cuts and trim things down. So I took the Altenew Dotted Scales Debossing Cover Die. This way I can have a little bit of texture in the back of my alcohol inked background, so it just wasn't pure white. I like having lots of different textures and just different interest to my projects. I just think if you can add just something extra in the background or just little added touches here and there to create more interest to your projects or cards, I think it's definitely worth the time to do that. I am taking more of that white mixative and adding lots of white splatters to the alcohol inked background. And I used this Penny Black Follow Your Heart die. I felt it was perfect for this card. It just added a nice sentiment to the card without overpowering the background. I really wanted the alcohol inked backgrounds to be the focal point of the cards. Alright, so this next card, I'm not going to create the full card, but I am going to show you the technique that I did to get this background look. And this is another alcohol inked background that I already had. To achieve this look, I used a stencil, a blending tool, and the lift ink. And honestly, Tim Holtz suggests not to do this technique this way, but I couldn't resist. I had to try it out. He suggests to use a re-inker onto the blending tool, but I thought if I just use the foam blending tool and ink it up once and try to do the technique, that I would be fine. It's just because you don't want to pick up some of that alcohol ink and then add it back to the ink pad. So I knew that I can only ink up the blending tool once, and it actually worked out fine. So you just definitely have to be careful in doing this technique if you use the ink pad. He also suggests to use the foam and not the felt, and it worked out really well. So I'm going in with the paper towel and picking up that ink, and then you could see how cool the effect is. I think this is probably my favorite technique using the lift ink, so I'm definitely going to have to get some of the re-inker. And I did turn this into a card, but I'm not going to show that. It was just a really simple card. That's going to complete this video for today. I had so much fun playing around with the alcohol lift ink. Be sure to take advantage of the 10% off over at scrapbook.com. Use the code Tiffany10. And also be sure to check out my website where I have more pictures and the supply list and all of that fun stuff. Here's a couple videos you might enjoy. I hope you guys give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment down below. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.